rocketing sky high. So railway has become the only alternative means to resolve all these problems in spite of state and central government's effort to curb the situation in the state and along the national highways. Unprovoked firing, attacks, killings and abduction of innocent peoples and extortion along the national highways are being carried out to save the lives and the properties of the civilians. Many brave Jawans have become martyrs and many are injured in the hands of these illegal immigrants. They are really waging wars against the nation with the help of foreign hands or countries. So instead of doing impeachment policy, and before it is too late, the government of India with an iron hand should act upon these foreign narco-terrorists or separatists to restore normalcy in the state as well as along the national highways and complete the Jiribam-Imphal railway line project positively by 2025 or at the earliest. Thank you, sir.
The citizens have. But in the most secure place in Manipur called the Red Shield Divisions, the 57 Mountain Division, an army garrison, a civilian by the name Kamal Babu, Leisemba Kamal Babu, disappeared without a trace. Since November, the defense minister kept quiet, the army chief kept quiet. How secure is the people of Manipur, even when you are not secure in the military garrisons? The biggest army headquarters in the state of Manipur, the 57 Mountain Division. Who will answer this? I'm elected by my people, and I'm supposed to voice in this house as a part of a democratic culture, as a part of a constitutional scheme of things. Now, how do I speak? People have been killed, children, women have been assaulted, but we have seen hostage taking. Women and children were not only been taken hostage, they were killed in cold-blooded in the most gruesome manner in Jiribam, including an 8-month-old infant. It's a post-mortem report. It's a chilling reminder. There have been people killed in gruesome manners throughout this 21-month-old crisis, but never has this kind of a hostage taking and killing has happened. Now look at this. I am, as an MP, cannot go to some part of Manipur. Where is Article 93 movement? People are not able to go. The chief minister himself cannot go to certain places. Some MLAs belonging to tribal groups cannot come and attend the assemblies. And we think Article 19 is working in the state of Manipur, and we are celebrating 75th year of the Constitution. Where is Article 19? Madam Chairperson, there are still thousands and thousands of people are linguists in relief camps. Partition is a living reality in the state of Manipur, and we think the constitutional order is intact in the state of Manipur. Third point, very unfortunately, I have been hearing our ministers and leaders saying that Kukis and Meiteis should talk to each other. Have you ever heard when the communal violence happens, Hindus and Muslims should talk to each other? It is the absorbing of the responsibility of the state. First, you should rein in the violence. The authority of the Indian state has been challenged by armed groups. Many of them have been propped up by the Indian security agencies, as many observers have pointed out. Many of these Kuki armed groups under the SU, they have been propped up by Indian security forces, and unfortunately on media you see BJP entering into an understanding with them for them to get help to win elections. Now they are playing havoc. They are running wild. Similarly, in the valley areas, there are armed groups which is reportedly nurtured by political leadership from your party. And this is where you wanted to keep silent. You don't want the rest of the country to know about this. And insist as if, like the Britishers had done, Hindus and Muslim conflict in India is a product of a colonial process. It is not inherent in our country. That's many scholars have written. You do not essentialize this conflict. This is a part of a colonial state process. Unfortunately, while still talking about decolonizations and trying to change a law created by the British, we are talking like the Britishers, saying that this is an essential conflict between the Hindu, just like the Britishers have done, as if the Kukis and the Meiteis have an essentialized conflict. It is a product of a state process. We need to decolonize our mind. Lastly, but not the least, Madam Chairperson, we talk about Viksit Bharat and progress and development. I must inform the House that the highest inflation rate in the country today is the state of Manipur. All the small-scale, medium, micro entrepreneurs have shut down. We're losing investment. People are losing jobs. And the unemployment rate, Manipur is among the top 5 in this country. We talk about the eastern state. Many of the eastern states, including Andaman, is in the list of the top 10 most unemployed people in this country. You are not talking about this economic development in this crisis. There is no relief, tax or otherwise. You are trying to push it under the carpet as if nothing has happened. Despite all this thing, Madam Chairperson, you know what happened? People are not able to travel because of this communal violence. And the flight fare is soaring to the sky. It is looting the tragedy-stricken people. A flight fare from Delhi to Kolkata is around 6,000, which is 2.5 hours journey. But the flight from Imphal to Kolkata is around 14,000, double the amount that's been going on for the last 20 months. Government of India is not interested in that. So what has been happening, you think that we are talking about Manipur as if it is an exception. I want to end with this remark. The Danish philosophers have reminded us. Soren Kierkegaard once said, if you want to understand the general, pick up an exceptional, true exception. Because the exception will...
Please conclude.
As well as the exception itself. If you want to understand what this country and how it is imagined, how this constitution is working, and how it is being lied to the rest of the country, take Manipur as an exceptional case. The moment we are honest about it, you will be able to answer. We think that any nation of the Northeast people will be okay, but you check it how the youths are asking the relationship between India and Manipur because of this crisis. It is a danger written on the wall, and I draw the attention of all our members cutting across party lines. Please respond. We need a JPC to inquire into this crisis and do justice to the people of the state of Manipur. Thank you, Madam Chairperson.